The following is a video podcast from the Wessels Living History Farm.
JFK, as a Massachusetts boy, didn't have a lot of interest in farm policy or programs. I can also tell you that I remember Kennedy's visit to Nebraska. Yes. On his first trip, we toured a farm not far from Columbus. And then we went into town, had a lunch where he was to speak to the assembled Democrats. And again, I don't remember the name, but he said the town banker had told him that nobody was eligible for a loan, says Kennedy, until they have either manure on their boots or mud on their eyes, or, said Kennedy, maybe it's the other way around. Either way, I'm eligible. That's JFK. He could get along with anybody. And he used to have one line that he would use in farm audiences. The farmer is the only businessman in our economy who has to buy everything at retail, sell everything at wholesale, and pay the freight both ways. It's absolutely true. I'm not sure he knew what it meant, but it always got a good applause. He used to chastise me for being from a farm state and not knowing enough about farm policy to give him any advice, even though it was a state that didn't have too many electoral votes because it was an agricultural state. When he was putting a cabinet together, he had no idea who would make a good Secretary of Agriculture. He often told us how one highly recommended candidate, whose name shall be omitted, talked to him at length in his office about farm policy, and unfortunately JFK fell asleep. It was warm, and for him it was mostly gobbledygook that he didn't understand, and so he made Orville Freeman, governor of a farm state of Minnesota, his Secretary of Agriculture, and Orville was a real go-getter and wanted to improve and both agricultural policy in general and the department's role in particular, and did so.
For more, go to www.livinghistoryfarm.org.